The man casually tossed a cigarette butt onto the grass, but to his shock, the lawn immediately pulled back as if frightened. The strange phenomenon left him both terrified and curious. Unable to resist, he reached down to touch it and noticed the soil felt odd. So he grabbed a shovel and began digging hard. What he uncovered stunned him. The ground beneath the lawn wasn't the usual dirt but was filled with strange yellow gelatinous material. Things were getting weirder, so he called his wife over and asked her to grab some tools from the car. Together they dug deeper into the small garden, trying to uncover whatever secrets were buried beneath. But as they kept digging, eerie, high-pitched noises began to echo from all around them, sounds they had never heard before, as if from another world. Tom quickly grabbed a ladder and climbed up to the roof to look for the source. But what he saw froze him in place, rows and rows of identical houses stretching endlessly to the horizon. The sight filled Tom with dread. Where were they? He thought back to a month ago when he and his wife Lisa had visited a housing development, hoping to buy their first home. The sales agent, Martin, had enthusiastically promoted the place. Though it was located in a remote suburban area, the environment was nice and the price incredibly cheap, just $20 for a fully furnished villa. As a working-class couple, Tom and Lisa were excited and decided to follow Martin to view a property. On the way, they noticed the neatly planned houses and thought the developer must be very meticulous. What they didn't notice, however, was how the clouds and the sky were arranged in the same perfectly aligned pattern as the houses, like they'd been placed there on purpose. Martin took them to Villa number 9. It was the perfect size, modern, clean, and well-lit. Tom and Lisa were impressed, but things got strange when they entered the children's room. Martin's behavior suddenly shifted, and he began acting erratically. Even more unsettling, Martin then invited them to check out the backyard. But once Tom and Lisa stepped inside, he turned and left without a word. Lisa tried to ask more about the house, but when she looked back, Martin had vanished, so had their car. Shaken by the odd behavior, the couple decided to leave immediately. They got in another vehicle and followed what they remembered as the way back. But no matter which route they took, they always ended up back at Villa number 9. Tom thought maybe Lisa had gotten the directions wrong, but when he drove, the result was the same. Over and over they circled back to the same place. As night fell, they realized they were stranded. Their phones had lost signal. They were completely cut off from the outside world. Lisa stepped out and called for help, but all she heard was her own echo. The entire neighborhood was dead silent. Exhausted and hungry after a full day of chaos, they decided to rest in the villa for the night. Thankfully, they found a box of strawberries in the fridge. Although they were tasteless and oddly artificial, they helped take the edge off their hunger. Still determined to find a way out, Tom climbed onto the roof the next morning to scout the area. What he saw horrified him. The housing development was so vast, it stretched beyond the horizon. There was no end in sight.